everyone, I'm Rob and welcome to the test drive. Today, I'm driving the GMC Yukon XL. And even though the one that I'm driving is a 2017, this is relatively unchanged from 2017 to 2018 if you're looking at the SLE or the SLT models. Now, if you move up to the Denali, there are some key differences from 2017 to 2018, but we're gonna cover everything in this video. Now, the Yukon XL is GM's full-size SUV in the GMC lineup, and it's pretty similar to the Chevy Suburban, but there are some significant differences with the GMC Yukon XL being more luxurious, offering some additional capability, but they do look similar and they do drive rather similarly. So there are 3 trims available in the GMC Yukon XL in both 2017 and 2018. It starts with the SLE at the base level, then you have the SLT, which is the mid-level trim that I'm driving, and at the top of the line, you have the Denali. Now, the Denali is where there's a significant change from 2017 to 2018. In the 2018 Denali, you do have some exterior enhancements that slightly differentiate the look from 2017 to 2018, although most people probably not going to notice them. But the big change comes in the fact that the Denali has GM's 10-speed automatic transmission, and that's a big change, and it's really interesting to see where GM is choosing to place that 10-speed transmission that they co-developed with Ford. But in the SLE and the SLT from 2017 to 2018, it's completely unchanged. So we're gonna start with the exterior of this Yukon XL. Now, this is a very long SUV. It's significantly longer than the regular Yukon. So one of the nice things about an SUV this size is that even with the third row up, you still get a full-size trunk. And that's obviously one of the intentions of an SUV this size. Now, this Yukon XL has a very good-looking exterior. I love the front end. The daytime running lights are very good looking. They look so nice, so elegant. This one also has running boards, which are very nice, and I love the look of the standard rims in this Yukon XL. You can get some larger rims in the SLT as well as in the Denali. They come standard in the Denali, but even this SLT, the way that it looks from the outside is very nice. You do have quite a bit of chrome on the exterior of this truck as well. I also love the look of the turn signals from the front and the way that they're set up inside of the mirrors. So a lot of vehicles now have them on the outside of the mirror, but I like how they are on the inside here. This is kind of a unique GM feature. They've had this for a long time, but I really like it in this Yukon XL. It really looks like a very elegant yet extremely aggressive large SUV. Now, when you get to the interior of the GMC Yukon XL, it is extremely comfortable in this SLT model. You have these very large leather seats. This leather is very soft, it's very nice. I wish that the headrests were a little bit softer. For whatever reason, with a lot of GM vehicles, it feels like there's something like a block or something in the middle of the headrest. It's really not a big deal, but they're not the softest headrests. But the seats in general are very soft. This is very nice quality leather. You have heated and cooled seats in the front. That's standard in the SLT, and you also have heated seats in the rear, in the second row. So you really do get a lot of nice luxury amenities standard in the interior of this Yukon XL in the SLT trim. You also get a very nice soft leather wrapped steering wheel. This is also a heated steering wheel, and that also comes standard in this SLT. This is an extremely comfortable vehicle to be in for a long period of time. I drove this thing almost 1,000 miles over 2 days, and it was extremely comfortable the entire time. The GMC Yukon XL also features a column shifter rather than a console shifter. If you look at Ford, their large SUVs, the Expedition, has a console shifter, but this GMC Yukon really does retain that truck-like feel with a column shifter. And I like it. It's really nice. All of the surfaces in this Yukon XL are soft touch surfaces. It really does feel very luxurious in here. It feels relatively expensive, and it is. I mean, this is an expensive truck. The one that I'm driving retails for almost $65,000. Now, because this is such a large vehicle, you have a ton of room as well. I mean, the front passenger and the driver have a lot of room. There's a lot of room in between the seats as well, as you might imagine. And then the second row also gives you a decent amount of room. It's not anything crazy, but you do get a nice amount of room. I was able to sit behind myself with no issues. I'm 6 feet tall. And then the third row is also pretty decent. I mean, I was able to sit back there and not really have any comfort issues. I'd much rather be in the middle row, obviously, but the third row is fine. You can also get captain seats in the Yukon XL. This one doesn't have that, so it just has a bench in the middle row instead. And the second and third rows are also power folding. So the third row is full power up and down. The second row is just power down, and then you have to manually put it back up. But you get a ton of room when you fold down either just the third row or especially the second and third row together. Now, getting to the performance of the GMC Yukon XL, the one that I'm driving is powered by the 5.3 liter V8 engine, and that puts out 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. And it's a pretty good amount of power for a vehicle this size. I do like in the Denali with the 6.2 liter V8 that puts out well over 400 horsepower and over 450 pound-feet of torque. So, you know, that obviously really propels this thing a lot faster than the 5.3 liter does that is in the SLT that I'm driving, but it still puts out a very good amount of power. And I love that this is a V8 in a vehicle this size. If you look at Ford, they've gone completely to twin turbocharged EcoBoost V6, which is again a very nice engine, but there's just something about the true linear power band of a V8 as well as that V8 sound that you don't get in a turbocharged or a twin turbocharged V6. And I'm gonna let you listen to a cold start here because I really love the sound of this V8. Now I'm driving the four-wheel drive version of the Yukon XL, and what I really love about this four-wheel drive system is the fact that you also have a 4Auto mode, which is really nice, and that's what I've been driving with it in the whole time, and it functions as a true all-wheel drive vehicle versus just having a two-wheel drive and a four-wheel drive mode. Now, this GMC Yukon XL is also very well equipped when it comes to technology. Being a mid-level trim, this SLT comes standard with pretty much everything that you could think of. You have a very nice screen in between the tachometer and the speedometer, and it also gives you the ability to adjust the look. You have several different themes to pick from, which is awesome. And then you have a very nice touch screen in the middle, and it's the GMC IntelliLink system, very similar to the Chevy MyLink and the Cadillac Q systems. And it's actually a nice system. It also comes standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you do have that ability as well. And I love that you can actually put your phone, you can plug it in inside of the compartment that's behind the touchscreen and then have your phone in there and not have it out at all. This also comes standard with push button start and remote start. I'm also very impressed with all of the safety features that come standard in this SLT trim. It really is amazing. With the backup camera, you also have the cross traffic warning system, which is very nice. You also have blind spot monitoring, and you have lane keeping. And you also have front and rear parking sensors, which are very nice for a vehicle this size. And the best thing about all of it is that every single one of those features comes standard in this SLT. You don't pay anything extra to get them. You also have 2 USB ports in the front. You have vehicle power adapters in the front and in the middle row and in the rear and in the trunk. And for the second row, you also have a full power plug. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the 2017 and 2018 GMC Yukon XL. I'm Rob, this is the test drive. Please feel free to give this video a thumbs up. If you like it, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this video and this truck and what this competes against. And please feel free to subscribe to my channel if you'd like. That does help me make more videos. And I'm also on Instagram at @thetestdriveNY. Thanks again for taking this test drive with me, and I'll talk to you soon.